Hi, I'm Amberly. Welcome back to Real Florida Outdoors.
Alligator's been providing meat and been providing hides for all kind of things for the boots that I'm wearing tonight. Some of y'all, I saw another pair walking around here a little while ago. There's a lot of good things that come out of these. And everybody in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas has a little bit of a fear of one when they're this big. And very rightly so, correct? Anybody seen one this big by a dock? And it just not kind of make the hair stand up on the back of your neck, or you've been going down a little creek, maybe 10 or 15 foot wide in your little John boat, and all of a sudden one of these jumps off the bank and almost in the side of your boat. It'll make you recognize and realize how big they are, how much weight they carry. Well, I just want to talk about a little bit about some of the stuff that we use in Florida to catch these things. As I said, I hunt with one of the trappers over in Florida, and we catch some alive sometimes, depending on where they're at, if they're in somebody's pond or if they get in a pool. Out in their pastures, different places. We in their ditch behind their house. We go in and try to catch them alive, and then what we do, if the little gator was here, I'd show you, we take up their mouth and pull their front legs up on their back and hog tie their legs together, and then their back leg up on their back and hog tie all 4 feet together. And then we take them to a place where they're either processed, or one like this, a lot of times when we bring them out alive, they either end up in a zoo or someplace like Gary Sarge's place out in Texas. There needs to be more places like that. I don't know very many places like that around here. Alligators are a part of our ecosystem. We make a lot of money off of alligator watching, alligator hunting, sell a lot of tags in the states surrounding us here. Part of that pays these guys, the gun toters over here, part of their salary, all the money that comes off these alligator tags. Can't even get a smile out of him over here because he don't even want to recognize a smile because all the money he gets out of these alligator tags. If you look around some of these different booths, there's a lot of big mature whitetail bucks, and when they get big, they get wary, they get smart. When they see a light like this come on in the middle of the night, or a red one or a green one, doesn't matter what color it is, when they see a light come on, they realize that it's time to hide. So a lot of times we kind of outsmarted them a little bit. We hunt early in the morning. We find them early in the morning. In the mornings they like to demonstrate. They like to come up and show each other how big they are, kind of like a football player, or like this guy over here, the taxidermist, so a big muscly guy. And they like to come up and show, and so we act like we're fishing. We'll be on the airboat, or we'll be on our fishing boat, and we just start casting. We get a little closer, and they get a little bit further out of the water and showing how big they are. And then before you know it, we got the snatch hook out next, and then we've got them hooked up, and then we can bring them up and do different things with them than what they were planning for that day. After we've got them hooked up with a treble hook, we get them up by the boat, or if we snuck up to them, we use a harpoon. And what we try to do is hit the harpoon in the meat right behind the neck. Now if you hit him from here forward, this is not going in him. But if you got to hit him in this meat in here, you can hit him in there and pretty much get a good hold. If you hit him here on the scopes on the back or anywhere down the back, a lot of times the harpoon's not going to go in him. It may, a lot of times it won't, it bounces off. So we try to get in the meat here behind the neck with the harpoon. What happens, the harpoon will come off of this pole. And it's just a little arrowhead with some barbs on it. And then that hooks to them. And then that goes under the skin, under the alligator's hide. And then this rope with the buoy's hooked to them, and we let them, sometimes we'll let the buoy go depending on where we're at. But a lot of times we just hold on to the rope. And an alligator is a cold-blooded animal. So it doesn't take long for a big alligator like this for the strength for all his metabolism to be run out. So in just, 15, 20, 30 minutes, a lot of times they'll surface or come up to the boat, and then we'll able to put another harpoon in them if we're killing them, or we can put a rope over them. We get them up close to the boat, and then we do we got a snare that we'll put over the alligator's mouth, which is a little 1/8-inch cable hooked to another rope. Like you saw Eddie had the little alligator up here a minute ago. The alligator doesn't have power to open his jaws, he has power to close them. So once you get his mouth closed, that snare, then you can tape him up, tie him up to the boat. One this big, most times get him in the boat because he's too heavy. So we we'll tie him up to the side and go to the landing.